itself. This is with regards to a video that has been posted by the IDF, which has blamed the Hamas for Gaza Hospital strike, as we were just bringing you the information from the war zone. Now, this is the tragic result of the firing of rockets from densely populated neighborhoods. A rocket was aimed towards Israel, is what the IDF, the Israeli Defense Forces, have claimed. We will just show you this particular video that has been accessed by the IDF, citing which they have said that it is Hamas which is responsible for this particular massacre that has taken place in this hospital in Gaza. Let's have a look at this video first. So as you can see the footage right behind me, this is the particular footage that they have released, wherein they are saying that these rockets have been misfired, and that is why they ended up landing in Gaza, which was and the location was quite close to this particular hospital.
Rockets fail. These failed rocket launches cause mass destruction and the death of countless innocent individuals inside Gaza. On October 17th, Islamic Jihad destroyed a hospital in Gaza when a rocket aimed toward Israel misfired and landed in Gaza. This isn't the first time. While thousands of rockets are fired toward Israel, rockets fail. These failed rocket launches cause mass destruction and the death of countless innocent individuals inside Gaza.
So those were the footages you saw of the particular video that has been released by the IDF. Now we will go back to our colleague Siddhant Mishra, who continues to be with us on this particular broadcast. Siddhant, coming back to you, as you were just speaking of evidence lacking. Well, we have lost the connection with Siddhant right now, but we will try and re-establish that connection. But as we were bringing you the news from Gaza right now, well, definitely the kind of videos that have emerged last night of the rocket, the explosion in that particular hospital that has taken place, which has led to almost 500 being killed. The footages that have come out have definitely shown the kind of the level of destruction that has taken place. Definitely, as my colleague was already mentioning, that even during war there are certain places which are marked out in a map where attacks are not supposed to take place. A hospital region is one such place, but then again this attack has taken place on a hospital. A massacre has taken place last night. Now we have re-established that connection with Siddhant. Siddhant, coming back to you, well, you were speaking of the evidence lacking, and right now the IDF has released this particular video, and you were also talking about the probability of a sabotage angle being played here, especially with the fact that President Biden was is supposed to visit Israel today. Now, after this video has been launched, what are does this increase the probability of a sabotage angle, as in wherein Hamas has tried to sabotage the visit of Biden to Israel?
Well, at least this is what it looks like, what Israelis are saying, because they have come up with this video also of a rocket getting diverted, and perhaps the malfunctioning of rocket could be seen. Now, to what extent this video is authentic, we really don't know. We cannot, we have not verified it from our sources, but what we can say is that it has become a narrative war between Hamas and Israel, and Israel has to say that they have been doing it in the most professional way. They have been attacking Hamas launch pads in the most professional way, and say in last 10 days of fight, not once any hospital or medical facility has been attacked. Now, whatever little I managed to speak to them, they are telling us that why would we do this now? Why would we attack a hospital now? So this is what Israelis are saying. Also, they are trying to implicate by saying that since President Biden was coming, and he was supposed to meet the Arab world leaders in Jordan. There, lot of stakes were high. America was aggressively involved in diplomacy and dialogue with all the stakeholders in West Asia. So there were some sort of a solution which was expected to be reached by all these parties involved in dialogue in terms of humanitarian corridor, in terms of two-state solution. So that was also being discussed. Now suddenly, look at the chronology that right after this hospital attack, first Mahmoud Abbas cancels his planned meeting with President Biden, and then the other Arab world leaders cancelled it, and now then Washington also confirmed that the meeting in Jordan has got cancelled. Now that's a big setback because the entire diplomacy was happening for that purpose, so that when President Biden arrived, then some sort of a delivery could be made to the people of the region, and what can move, and West Asia can move towards peace. That was a aim. That was a thought behind the excessive diplomacy that America did. Now everything got derailed. Right now, IDF is alleging, claiming that it's Hamas behind the rocket strike. Hamas is claiming that it was an Israeli rocket, and that's why when the two warring groups or perhaps the two sides make allegations and counter allegations, then it's the responsibility of a neutral agency perhaps to come into the picture and probe that who is behind this particular incident. Perhaps if you go by what President Biden has tweeted, he has also mentioned that I have asked my security teams to get more details regarding this attack and perhaps to find out that who is responsible for it. So maybe in few days or perhaps weeks we'll get to know the reality of what exactly happened. But for now, it's very difficult, and in fact, the circumstances has become such that it could turn into a regional conflict. It can turn into a regional conflict if both sides will not observe restraint, because this particular incident, the attack on a hospital, has perhaps flared up the issue. People have started protesting. They have started coming on roads, and in areas of West Bank, in Jordan especially, and even all across the world, the calls have been given to come on the streets against Israel. So we could expect some sort of despite all this, we could expect some sort of of a breakthrough today, since President Biden and Netanyahu are going to sit for the first time since this war broke out, and it's President Biden's first visit. So we could expect some sort of a big announcement with regard to this as far as this war is concerned. So let's wait for a few more hours. Back to you.
Right, Siddhant. Siddhant, thank you for bringing us all those details. The probe has to be launched to check out what exactly and who exactly was behind this particular attack that has taken place, rather brutal attack on this hospital in Gaza. Now,